Welcome to Get the Facts, the program that provides you with information on government's policies and initiatives. I'm Theodore Henry. If you operate a medium-sized business with innovative products, services, and processes, then this program is for you. For the next few minutes, we will tell you about the Development Bank of Jamaica, DBJ's Innovation Grant Fund, and how to access this financing to grow your business. It's one of the products being offered through the DBJ's Boosting Innovation, Growth, and Entrepreneurship Ecosystems, Big E for short, project. That's their project. The program is now taking applications for Cohort 3 in 2 new areas: climate change and women-owned or led businesses. Providing more information is Project Manager Chris Brown. Welcome again to the program, Mr. Brown.
Thank you, sir.
Let's jump in. Let's jump right in. So the IGF, the Innovation Grant Fund, is now in its 3rd year. The cohorts are per year.
That's correct.
Okay, cool. So we're now in its 3rd year, and I'm very curious about what sort of improvements, what iterations have happened over the last 3 years.
Right. So the first change that we really made is initially you had to be in business for a minimum of 5 years to be able to access the fund. We've now dropped that to 3 years. We recognize that there are younger firms who are medium-sized firms, and those are the ones that are innovating. So we've allowed them 3 years or more to be able to apply to the program.
But still the same financial bracketing.
That's correct. So a medium size that we're utilizing is between 75 million annual revenue and 250 million annual revenue. So those are the 2 criteria for you to be able to access the fund.
Right, right. You've said medium size about 3 times. I'm realizing now I probably should define it again.
Right.
What's medium-sized business?
Right. So medium-sized business is based on the amount of annual revenue earned for the business. It's according to the Ministry of Industry, Investment and Commerce's definition. Their definition is if you're a medium-sized firm, you have to earn between 75 million and 450 million. That's the band. Our product is really focused on, let's say, half of that, so between 75 and 250.
250. Right. So it's not a numbers thing, not how many people you have in the business.
No. It's the revenue. And the revenue.
Correct. Got you. So Cohort 3, you're focusing on climate change and women-owned or led businesses. I have to ask, why the specific focus?
Right. So let me say first that all businesses who meet the criteria, as I mentioned, minimum of 3 years, earn between 75 and 250, can apply
to IGF.
To this Cohort 3.
Okay.
It's not only for women-owned businesses or those related to climate. We, however, have a special window because we're trying to encourage more persons in those 2 focus areas to apply.
Okay.
And what we've done is we've dropped the annual revenue requirement to 30 million. So a women-owned business who earns 30 million can now apply to IGF. A company that is doing some type of climate mitigation or adaptation can apply to, and earns 30 million, can apply to IGF.
Wait, so let me see if I get this straight. Normal bracketing, 75 to 250.
Correct.
Women-owned or led / climate change has 30.
Correct.
To the 250.
That's correct. That's correct.
Got it.
So to answer your question, why we're focusing on that? Well, as we can see what happens in the world related to droughts, climate change, these things affect agriculture, our regular life in business. So we're really trying to get businesses to consider that and consider solutions, innovations that can address some of those needs.
Right.
So that's a key focus for us as a bank, and we're using this product to try and drive that. Another area of focus for us is the promotion or increasing the participation of women businesses in activities. So we want to see our women-owned businesses grow. Very often from the studies that we have, they tend to remain in a particular bracket, small for the most part. We're really trying to get them out of that bracket into medium, and once they get into medium, we really want to encourage them to get to large. Right. So this is, an incentive, an area, an initiative for us to try and drive that particular change.
Understood. So how can such a business access the grant?
Right.
What does it take? What process? Are there any deadlines?
Right. So the window is open. It opened early April, late April, and it closes on the 2nd of June. So we have our website, Think Big E 2es.com.
Right.
And on it, from you look on it, you'll see the Innovation Grant Fund, or IGF, and there's an Apply Now button. All of it is digital.
Yeah.
You know, papers, forms that you have to fill out and submit.
Nice, nice.
You apply online. There are a couple of questions that we'll ask you. It is a two-stage process. So initially, we want to see a concept for what your project is about.
That's from the business owner.
That's correct.
Okay.
So the business owner would tell us what their innovative project is. And innovation is some new product or service, or a new way to do an existing product or service, or some type of new business model that
Right.
is involved in it.
Okay.
Once they submit that concept note, which is online, we'll evaluate it. The best concept notes will invite them to submit a more wholesome, full proposal, which has more details.
Can I just jump in right here? You said the best concept notes. There's not a limit to how many you'll accept?
No, right now we're looking for as many as we can find.
It's possible. Okay.
I would say like the last iteration we got about 25. 15 of them were really good, so we invited those 15 to submit.
Got it.
Right.
Got it.
Right. So once you submit your full proposal, we'll again go through an evaluation process to pick the good projects that we would fund.
Okay. Okay. We have discussed the revenue measures. We have discussed the types of businesses, and we're going to go to our break now, but we're going to come back and discuss any other eligibility criteria. So don't go anywhere. We're talking about the IGF grant. Please stay with us. It's very important for business operators to know this information, and there is more right after this short break.